From Giuseppe's studio, it's the Lombardi and JP Talk Sports podcast. I'm your boy, Scotty P. They, them boys, Lombardi and JP, and they want to talk about what they want to talk about because it's their show. Hopefully, it's what you want to listen to. Today, we talk Cowboys and Yankees. No movement on Micah's contract or TJ Watt's in Pittsburgh. What does that mean, if anything? Will the Cowboys regain a home field advantage in 2025? What are Lombardi's and JP's expectations of training camp and preseason this year? How many QBs should the Cowboys have on their opening game roster? And how about those Yankees? They've hit the mid-season skids. I'm sorry, you could probably tell I'm smiling as I say this. Allowing the Rays and Jays and even the red-hot Red Sox back into the division hunt. If they faced off in the wild card series, could the Yanks beat the Sox? Are Lombardi and JP happy with the 4 Yankees named to the All-Star team? And do they need to make a move before the trade deadline to be considered a World Series contender? All that, Scotty P's shout-outs, and final thoughts, next on Lombardi and JP Talk Sports. All right, gentlemen, well, we are at the unofficial midpoint of the season in the MLB season. The All-Star break is here, but first, before we get into baseball and the Yankees and where they are, we're going to talk some NFL and the Dallas Cowboys. How we doing tonight?
Good, Scotty. How you doing tonight?
Hanging in, a little hot.
Yeah, it's a little warm out here.
Midsummer Night's Dream. Am I dreaming?
Better than snow.
It is July. It is July. And I'm doing well, guys, if you guys were wondering.
We didn't ask.
Well.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Yeah. Oh, my God.
All right.
So it begins.
When did I turn into Scotty P on the show?
I don't know, but
I've forgotten.
It is awesome.
We've just started. All right. Well, let's look at the Cowboys. Gentlemen, we talked a little bit about it the last show, but the 2 best edge rushers in the NFL, Micah Parsons and TJ Watt, are not yet signed. They're going into their final season of their contract, which way back when really was not expected to necessarily sign somebody. But nowadays, if you don't sign somebody as they're going into their final contract, it raises eyebrows. Lombardi, what do you think? What's going on here?
You know, it's interesting. I'm not overly shocked. I'm not surprised. And you guys are going to probably laugh about this when I say this, but I have a different take on this. I don't even think it's Micah or TJ Watt driving this force right now. I think it's their 2 agents. They're separate agents. I forget who's representing who, so I don't want to not mention the right name. But they're 2 different agents representing these Pro Bowlers.
Yeah, it's not like it's the same agent.
It's not the same agent. And the problem, I think, right now is that it's a big deal with greed. I think greed is something that we need to talk about on this situation. I think they both, or maybe not even them, I think their agents both want them to be, meaning either or, want them to be the highest paid non-quarterback or non-positioned quarterback. But you know, it's unfortunate because all they're doing is hurting their teams. All that they're doing is hurting the fan base, and it's really disheartening to know that this is where we are in the NFL. As a season ticket holder with the Dallas Cowboys, this is what we have to look forward to. If it's not this with Micah Parsons this year, it's the Dak Prescott saga last year or the year before. It's somebody else. So, or CeeDee Lamb or whoever. So it's really, you know, I understand it's a business. I'm not naive. I'm not ignorant. I get it's a business. But you know what? I'd like to know really behind the scenes what really is going on. Is it really Micah and TJ driving this force? Or is it the 2 agents that are really, really greedy and want their, rightfully so, they have a job, rightfully so, to see their clients get paid? I don't know. And honestly, there's the whole nother section or separate discussion about does Micah Parsons deserve the money? I've said it to you on the show before. I love Micah Parsons. I love his heart. I love the way he comes out and speaks his mind. But at the same time, he has not shown up in the playoffs, and I've said that over and over again. So to give him a contract that is going to be either the number 1 or number 2 contract in the league, it worries me a little bit.
JP, does it matter which player gets signed first? Is it a big deal either way, or is this even a big deal if neither gets signed?
Absolutely it matters because whoever gets signed first, the other person's paying more. So it's a big deal. So Parsons is represented by David, I'm going to say this wrong, but Magluha.
Ooh.
It's rough. And then TJ Watt is represented by CAA, so that's an agency.
Mm-hmm.
So Parsons has said multiple times that everything goes through his agent. He's not talking about it. He's not, open to discussing anything that's going on between his agent and the Dallas Cowboys. TJ Watt, obviously, the talent level for these two guys is extreme. Like these guys are once in a lifetime talents. So you're not going to replace them. You would need multiple players to take that role. Is Parsons worth the money? He is, because he brings such an advantage on defense. I hear you, but he
I didn't say anything.
Here's what you're not. Here's what you're not saying.
What are you talking about? I didn't even say anything.
Yeah, my God. Your body language just gives it away. So the thing is, like, Parsons is a guy that you can't go out and replace, and you can't go out in the draft and get him right now. There's nobody else like him. TJ Watt, are those two guys are just edge rushers right now. They're in their prime. They're in their prime. The next 4 years could be critical for both teams to keep these guys. So I think they are going to both sign where they currently are. I think the Steelers will get a deal done with Watt. The Cowboys will wait till last minute like they always do and get a deal done with Parsons. But again, it all comes down to the ownership and Jerry Jones, and I'll get to that later on. Like I'm already fired up about him. But I don't know. I feel like he's worth it. We got to make a deal.
So
JP,
so JP, I understand what you're saying, and I agree with them being the best. There's no doubt that these two are in their prime. They're the best. I'm not going to argue that point. My point that I want to argue or ask you is this. There have been times where we give up a player such as a Micah Parsons and that talent, and in return, we get 2 or 3 guys that can help the team win. One guy on the edge is not as good as Micah Parsons is. He's not going to win us a Super Bowl, let alone. So this is my struggle with this. Yes, he is one of the best. Yes, you're not gonna replace per se him, but with the money that they save, can they go out and get 2 or 3 serviceable people that make the team better?
All right, think about face of the franchise. Who is always the player that is the face of the franchise?
The quarterback,
right? Both these teams, the Cowboys and the Steelers, the face of those franchises are Parsons and Watt. It's not Aaron Rodgers for the Steelers. It's not Dak Prescott for the Cowboys. The face of each franchise are these edge rushers.
Oh, I disagree. You
think Dak Prescott is the face of the franchise?
No, but I think it's hard to say that CeeDee Lamb's not
even close.
There.
Parsons,
oh, my God.
Parsons is the face of the Cowboys right now.
Why? Because he's got the biggest mouth?
No, because he's the best player in the Cowboys.
Oh,
by far.
Well, how do you, no. Here's what you got to talk about. How do you compare Micah Parsons with CeeDee Lamb? They play 2 different positions. How do you play?
I'm saying face of the franchise.
I don't know if he's the face of the franchise.
All right, you start a franchise over. You got to start from square one, right? Would you take Parsons or Lamb first in the draft?
Well, it depends. It depends.
If on talent level, and it doesn't matter position, if you have to take one player, right, and you're drafting a team, who would go first, Parsons or Lamb?
I'm taking Lamb.
I'm taking Parsons.
And I'm going to take Lamb, and I'm going to tell you why. He's such a team.
There's so many good receivers out there.
No.
There's so many good receivers.
No. Not Lamb. Where does Lamb rank?
Oh my God. Edge rusher. There's few in between Parsons, Watt, and who else? Who else? Maybe you're going to say Carter. He's a rookie. We don't know about him.
Right.
You're going to say Brian Burns. I don't think so. You're going to say Myles Garrett. I would take, literally, there's only a handful of guys that can do Parsons' position. You take Parsons, and as
you're
wide
missing my
receivers,
point. You're missing my point.
20 good receivers.
You are missing my point. I don't think TJ Watt or Micah Parsons aren't the best. They are the best in the business. What I'm trying to tell you is there's ways to complement your football team without just hiring and spending all of that money for one guy.
Face of the franchise, I said. Face of the franchise.
Yeah.
You think Cowboys, you think Parsons. I don't want to say his first name. You say Parsons.
Micah.
You think of Micah Parsons.
Micah.
I got
very
it.
Good, very good.
All right.
When you think about the Steelers, you think about TJ Watt. That's who you think about. You know, like Lamb is a great, awesome stud receiver. Stud. Love Lamb. I would take Lamb any day of the week. But when you're saying to start a franchise, the face of the Cowboys is Parsons.
No,
it's
I don't
not
know
Dak Prescott.
Wait, we can disagree. We can agree to disagree, my friend.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, we'll move on then. Regardless of who is the face of the Cowboys, we know that the face at home has not been a very attractive one.
Ooh.
So that, I mean, yeah, I hear you. So
Home field advantage. What is it? Well, what happened?
all right, it was just
JP?
last year we went 2-7 at home. Not great. But we also went 7-10 as a team.
Injuries.
Yeah, we were hurt. And we weren't good. We were just not good. But everybody talks about how bad the Cowboys were last year at home, and I get it. Like, we were 2-7. We were just not good. But it's not good. But the last 3 years, the Cowboys were 18-8.
Right.
2 years ago, we were undefeated at home.
Yeah, into the playoffs. Should have won the playoff game.
Yeah, we were there.
Sorry, it's your
we
turn.
were there. We lost to the Packers after going.
All right. I don't want to talk about it again. It's still bitter.
Then think about the last 5 seasons at home. The Cowboys were 27-15. So AT&T Stadium is still a plus for the Cowboys being at home with the fans and the atmosphere. There's nothing like AT&T. Now, we'll foreshadow Scotty P is going to his first ever Cowboys game. We'll get to discuss that later in the season, right?
Yeah.
And I can't wait to hear about your experience. But there's something when you go to AT&T Stadium as a player and as a fan that it separates it from any other stadium in the NFL. I mean, you and I have gone to multiple stadiums, and we can attest that like there's a special feel in Dallas than there is anywhere else.
Yeah, I got to tell you a quick funny story. I didn't mean to interrupt, but
No, it's fine. Yeah.
So the coolest thing, I'm listening to sports talk radio on the way to work, and I'm just listening, and they're talking about the Buffalo Bills and how they got this beautiful new stadium and whatnot. And I forget who was talking about it, but it was awesome. His comment was this. It's going to be like AT&T Stadium, like the Dallas Cowboys, but not a retractable roof because they want the advantage of it being cold and snowy and whatnot. Mm-hmm. But sure enough, immediately, this brand new place that's going up in Buffalo, AT&T Stadium, built in 2009. And what is the sports writer write? Just this. Compares to the Dallas Cowboys Stadium at AT&T Stadium. How cool is that?
There's something goes to say about how well they designed that stadium.
Yeah.
How much thought went into that with Jerry and his wife and everybody else, and all the crew involved. Yep. And as soon as you walk in there, it's something different than anywhere else. I mean, it's insane. But what I'm saying is a home field advantage for the Cowboys. It does mean something to the fans too, being loud, being a rowdy crowd there. It is so much fun to be part of that group. And even when they're winning or when they're losing, it's still a fun place to go. So it's still, I think, the number one seeked out stadium that everybody goes there. They travel to AT&T to go see their team play.
The problem with AT&T Stadium, and I think this is where the Dallas Cowboys struggle with regards to home and away standings, is this. It's almost, and people are going to laugh, and I hope our viewers write back because I'm going to get some hate mail on this. But the problem with AT&T Stadium is just this. It's actually too good, and I'm going to tell you why it's too good. The field is perfect. It's got the perfect turf grass where it's the mix. It's not full turf. It's not full grass. It's that perfect mixture. The air condition is on. The players are air conditioned. The temperature control is absolutely perfect. The amenities are unbelievable. And I think what happens is that when the Dallas Cowboys do play, like JP just said, and showed that they are actually a great home team, when you got to go to Green Bay and play in the cold, they don't know what to do. When you're going to go to California and they're sweating out there because there's no air condition, they don't know what to do. So they're going to go to Buffalo and it's snowing, or come to New England. They don't know what to do. So I do think that they do struggle in some of these outdoor, true football venues.
Are you saying, Lombardi, that they're soft?
Yeah. Yes, that's what I'm saying that. Yes. Thanks, Scotty. Yes.
Two quick points before we move on. Is that
they're spoiled. They're spoiled little brats.
Yes.
Jerry made them spoiled.
You will see. Let's remember this comment.
I'll never want to leave.
In November, you tell me what you think. Just remember this.
I'll tell you what I think. I don't want to go home. I want to stay here.
Yeah, two quick points, though, before we move on. Is that one, that means home field advantage in the playoffs is important. You have to clinch it to stay at home, because if you go to Philly or you go to Washington or you go somewhere cold, like you said, it could be a disadvantage for the Cowboys.
Sure.
And the second part of it is that the Cowboys had a chance when they were building the stadium to have that retractable roof. We never open it.
Yeah,
we never open it.
If you can try to see, I don't know if it's putting a lot of pressure on you, Scotty P, but
how many times?
I believe over the last 5 years, let's guess, I believe that roof is probably open at most 3 times.
I was going to say under three.
Under 3.
And the last time they opened it, there was like debris falling down because they haven't opened it for so long.
I think it was 3 times. I've been fortunate to see 2 games there with the roof open, and I'm embarrassed to say this. The first game I was with my father, which was a memory I'll never forget, that he and I took him to a Monday Night Football against the Tennessee Titans, and the roof was open, and it was so cool, so awesome. And then the second game I don't remember, but I remember the roof being open.
What was the saying? The old stadium, the old Arlington Stadium, the roof broke open, right? It was always open because it broke.
Texas Live, yeah. I mean, not Texas Live.
Arlington Stadium.
Yeah.
Well, and they said that it was because God could watch the Cowboys.
Yeah. America's team.
Yeah.
The old Texas Stadium in Arlington.
Yes.
Right.
Texas Stadium.
So God could watch down on his team.
Yeah.
But they say that
Amen.
There's a hole in the roof because it broke. Is that what you're saying?
No, it broke open. But the joke was that it was for the God could watch his Cowboys, which is amen. What are you going to say?
All right.
Scotty?
So if AI is telling the truth here, here's what it says.
All right.
Despite being a retractable roof, it has been opened for only 30 out of the 126 regular season and playoff games since the stadium opened in 2009.
Wow.
Yeah, I believe that.
Wow.
And the other thing too is we'll have to. It's kind of a cool thing. We'll have to do some follow up research on that. But there's a rules to that retractable roof. It has to be. I think it has to be agreed on by both teams. The certain temperature has to be right, where the Cowboys won't even offer it to be open. It's got to be a primetime game. Like there's a lot of things that go in on whether the roof is going to be open or not. I remember reading that, but I'd have to do a little more research.
Yeah, it says the last time the roof was open, they played a game with the roof open was October 30th, 2022. So we're going over 2 years now.
Yeah,
since the last time they played a home game with the roof open.
Wow.
Well, Scotty, they would have to play a home game with the roof open.
Good point.
Yeah,
Good point.
Yeah,
they played a game away, but the roof was open.
Listen,
does that count?
You teed me up for that. I was not gonna miss my opportunity.
All right, moving on. Let's not waste any more time. One more discussion about the Cowboys before we move on to the Yankees. What do you guys expect or want to see this training camp and preseason from the Cowboys?
JP, take it away.
I mean, with the coaching change, adding some offensive weapons, and revamping the defense with some, I think, decent free agent signings with Murray and some linebackers and corners, they have to make the playoffs. I mean, they have to compete with the Commanders and the Eagles, right? So
and the Giants too.
I don't think the Giants are there yet.
I think the Giants are going to be okay.
The Giants are not there yet.
Right.
I think it's really comes down to us, the Commanders, and the Eagles. I think the Eagles are the scary one. Commanders are the up and rising star. They could fail. I mean, Jaden Daniels could have a sophomore slump, and they could definitely fall down the rankings.
Yeah, film on him now.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
See his tendencies, right? So, we have to be a playoff team. My expectation for the Cowboys, they got to be a playoff team. They got to be a playoff team this year if Schottenheimer wants to keep his job.
How are you going to be able to tell that in preseason or training camp?
I mean, the players are buying into Shotty. We talked about that in previous episodes, that the players love Shotty. I think how clean the offense looks, and I know we're going to see some backups in week 1 and 2 of the preseason. The third week is when you see the starters come out. I think how clean they look. Penalties on preseason are going to be a big thing. McCarthy's regime was really bad on penalties. They were always getting called on stuff.
No discipline.
So I think seeing how they respond to Shotty early on in the preseason with the backups in is going to be a telling tale of how we're going to be this year. But again, they have to be. They got to be a well-oiled machine, right? Going out there week 1, and you're going to see that in preseason right away.
Yeah, good point.
So a couple things, JP. I'm going to talk. I'm surprised you said this, and I like you to, I don't know, elaborate a little bit further from my own. What? I'm just throwing this out there.
Okay.
Don't be defensive. Yeah. Always defensive. What I'm going to ask you is this: you said they got to be a playoff team. Like, aren't we sick of just being a playoff team? Yeah, last year was an anomaly because we were injured and we didn't make the playoffs, but we've made the playoffs, and it's boring. We make the playoffs and we get thrown out on the first round. It's boring, and it's been 29 years, 1996, if I'm correct here. It's been 1996. We haven't even gotten to an NFC championship game. I am done with the playoffs. Don't make the playoffs and make me feel good. I don't care if they make the playoffs. I'm going to say, as a diehard Dallas Cowboy fan, I am done with them making the playoffs and exiting the first round. Make the playoffs and exit the first round and tell me that was a good year for Shoddy. Absolutely not this guy going to agree with that. I don't care. You need to do something. And Shoddy, yeah, they're buying into him. I said that, and I didn't buy into him at first. I told you that on the last episode, and I was very, very animated about how I want to give this guy a shot because the players are buying in. But listen, in preseason and in camp, that's the problem. Dak Prescott won't take one snap in preseason. As a matter of fact, I don't go as a season ticket holder of the Dallas Cowboys. I don't go to any preseason games. This is the first season I'm really interested in maybe taking a trip and going to see a game, and I'm going to tell you why. I want to see that kid Milton play. I know you think I'm crazy, but that kid is athletic. I liked him when he was in New England, and I'd love to see him play.
You're right. You're nuts. You're right.
Well, should they, speaking of QBs then, they have 3 on the roster right now. Should they keep 3? Do you think there was some discussion or some mention of like, well, they only need 2. Do you agree with that, or should they keep 3?
I'll take that right now. Absolutely not. Absolutely not to keep 3. You go Dak Prescott and you go Milton. And honestly, if something happens at that point in time, Will Grier is a guy that you can replace. Like you don't need to carry another quarterback on the bench. If something happens to Dak Prescott and Milton has to play, there are plenty of opportunity that is just as good, if not better, than Will Grier. So no, you keep 2 quarterbacks, Scotty, on the team on the opening day
JP,
roster.
you agree?
I totally agree. I mean, you're totally right. You're spot on. The thing with Will Grier, he's been a journeyman backup quarterback, 3rd string that's been released, put back on the practice squad, comes back off depending on injuries. With the amount of running backs we're carrying this year, we have to keep that spot open for a running back, not a quarterback. And that's where we're going to be hurting this year, right? So we all agree that the Cowboys are good on offense, but that running back position is not solidified yet. We have 5 backs we're carrying right now. That includes Deuce Vaughn, which could be
awful.
cut. Yeah,
Awful.
I mean, they say a nightmare matchup. But again, all these things were like, I think we're holding that 3rd quarterback spot for a running back to see who blossoms in the preseason.
And the problem with the running back position, I'm not going to get into it too much, but the problem with the running back position is they're really only between Blue and is it Williams? That's the only 2 guys that I think are going to be able to contribute. So you say we're 5 deep on the running back. I don't even consider the other 3 guys even on the starting day roster.
In the quarterback situation, right? I'll bite on your little Joe Milton love story you have going on. Is this the last time the Cowboys had a quarterback to come in, right? A young guy was Dak Prescott in the preseason. He tore it up. Remember when Romo was it was hurt his last year, and Dak Prescott came in and tore it up and took his job. So I'm not saying it's not far stretched for that Milton could do something, but Dak Prescott just got paid. Last year. He's not going anywhere, I don't think, but I'm not saying you're so far stretched. You know what I mean? So.
And he's saying that because here's the deal. The deal is this. If you don't put a team, and I think we are doing that, we're putting a good offensive line. We've talked about that around Dak Prescott for him to succeed. We've gotten a legit WR2 in Pickens to be able to help and alleviate the double team on CeeDee Lamb. We have a stud at tight end in Ferguson. But what I'm trying to say is this. If Dak Prescott doesn't produce, man, it's going to be really hard. Shoddy knows that this isn't going to be a Jason Garrett tenure or a McCarthy tenure or whatever. He's going to be on a short leash. And you know what? He's going to have to do things, make bold moves and bold decisions in order to figure out what's going to be successful, what's not, because his job's not going to be secure.
Agree.
Yeah, and fair enough. They can pick up a Will Grier 3rd stringer mid-season if they had to and not do any worse than where they are right now.
Correct.
All right, well, that concludes our Cowboys talk for this episode. We now move on to Major League Baseball and the New York Yankees. JP, what is happening with the Yankees? They are skidding into this All-Star break, the unofficial midway point of the season. And yes, injuries have certainly played a part, but they're going in the wrong direction right now. Is it just a little hiccup?
Yeah, I mean, we were in first by 10 games like over a month and a half ago, and now in the last 25 games we've gone 11-14. That 11-14 sounds worse than, it feels worse than what it actually is. I mean, we did sweep Seattle a couple weeks ago, or last week I should say, before the All-Star break, and and we lost 2 out of 3 against the Cubs going into the All-Star break. So we had some promise with a sweep, and then we lose a series to the Cubs, and then we go to the All-Star break. So we cannot buy a run. Our bullpen can't stop a nosebleed. We are just in a complete downward spiral. And before our last episode, I did say that Boone is responsible for this. Now, we can debate about Cashman and all that stuff, but Boone is, to me, by far managing us out of a playoff. Now, right now, the Red Sox, God forbid I said this, is Red Sox Yankee baseball back? Well, the Red Sox are on a tear, right? They're 16-12 in the last games or so. So they're playing. They're like 10-0, right? Scotty, what are they? 10-0 in the last?
Yeah, 10-game win streak going into the All-Star break.
And
Insane.
They got help coming. Bregman's coming. Is Bregman back?
He's not back yet,
but he's on the verge.
He's not playing in the All-Star game, even though he was elected.
Yeah, he deserves it. He's having a great year. But they're 16-9 going. Last 25 games. But with a 10-game winning streak, they're a game out from the Yankees being second place in the AL East, and their Yankees are 2 out from the Jays. They have to do something. They got to do something because their bullpen is bad. Their starting pitching is just injured. Like, we have 3 starters out right now that was on our World Series rotation. So it's just been horrible to watch. The only 2 guys, actually, 3 guys. I'm sorry, correct myself. 3 guys hitting right now for the Yankees are Judge, Jazz Chisholm, and Cody Bellinger.
Tell me about Bellinger. You want me to tell you about Bellinger?
You called it, dude. You called it. I'll give it to you. Hey, listen, props to you. I thought Bellinger was struggling so bad in the beginning of the season. I'm like, this guy can't do it in New York. And I was completely wrong. Give me his stats.
You ready? Last 10 games from June 29th to July 13th. His batting average is .405. He's 17 for 42. He's got 4 home runs. He's got 11 RBIs, and he's got 12 runs scored. And the big thing is on July 11th, for his first time in his career, he has a career day with 3 home runs.
Should have been 4
in one game. You're right.
Should have been 4, dude.
Yeah. So
Kyle Tucker didn't rob that one over the wall. It could have been 4 home runs in one game. Yeah,
well,
first time ever.
He'll take 3. He'll take it. But no, Cody Bellinger was always one of my, and I've said it from the beginning of the season. He was always one of those guys that I really liked, and I knew he needed time to heat up. And a lot of players in New York need that grace period. Look at Rodon. We're going to talk about him and being an all-star. Man, Rodon, like, I can't tell you how many times he got booed in his debut with the Yankees, his annual debut. I'm sorry, not his
debut
annual
season.
His debut season
gotcha.
with Rodon. I mean, he wasn't comfortable. It's hard to play at Yankee Stadium. We've talked about this. And you know what? He came in this year, and he's an all-star. So getting back to Bellinger, I just knew he needed some time. The guy that I'm worried about is Paul Goldschmidt. And, he started off really good, and I don't know if he's going to be the answer. I know we're going to talk about what the Yankees have to do at the trade deadline, but, man, I don't know if he's going to be the guy.
He's still batting .280.
I understand, but he's not. I don't know.
Rizzo batted .215 last year. I think Goldschmidt's been great for us. Gold Glove, first baseman, batting .280.
Is he batting .280?
I think he's batting .280 around there, at least around there.
I don't know. Can we?
Who's this?
Goldschmidt. Yeah. Can you let me know? I'd be surprised he's batting .280 here.
Oh my God, he's having a great season.
I would be very careful. Oh my God. Let me hear it. Let me see it.
What do you mean?
Oh, go ahead.
He's batting .287.
Okay. All right. I'll eat my words.
Wow.
.287.
All right.
And you're complaining. 8 home runs, 36 RBIs, 55 runs. He's at 96 hits out of 334 at bats.
So what I want to talk about is this real quick.
And 5 stolen bases. They can't leave that out. 5 stolen bases for an older guy.
I think this is something that is a positive side note because the Yankees, obviously, there's not a lot of great to talk about except for, the Judge year, as we talk about it a lot. But you know what I think is the coolest thing to talk about is if you look up Juan Soto and how we passed up on him or we lost out on him, whatever way you want to look at it, the $765 million investment did not even make the All-Star game, and I think he's batting to
look up
60.
Look up Bellinger's stats as of right now before All-Star break. Look at the stats. I have Juan Soto's right now, ready to go. So while you're looking it up, Juan Soto right now is batting .262 with 23 home runs, and he has 56 RBIs. So .262 average, 23 home runs, and 56 RBIs. He has scored 70 runs, and he's walked 77 times. That's a good stat for Juan Soto.
So Bellinger's average is 282. He's got
Better.
16 dingers.
Less.
He's got 54 ribbies.
Right around there, 54 versus 56.
And his OPS is 830.
OPS for Juan Soto is not on this stat list. But
Okay.
what is his run scored?
It's not on this. Let me see. Hold on.
I got you.
Run scored.
Yep.
I don't see.
I got you.
Okay.
So he scored 54 runs.
I said that. Ribbies, 54 runs.
His runs scored is 54.
And his RBIs is 54? Oh.
So Juan Soto scored a lot more runs. He has, more RBIs, and more dingers. So again, Juan Soto was having a good year, decent year, I should say.
No, you missed it. You missed what I'm saying.
But
once again, even going back, and I don't want to talk Cowboys right now, but what I'm saying is that we scored Cody Bellinger. His stats are very, very similar to Juan Soto. Not more than, oh my God, we lost Juan Soto, and for $765 million, we talked about what the Yankees got in return. We made the right move. Cashman made the right move.
I'm agreeing with you. What I'm saying is that Paul Goldschmidt's batting 287.
Yeah.
And Bellinger's batting 285.
Yeah.
So those two guys are what we got back from Juan Soto. And
was a home run.
And we're not even talking about Trent Grisham, who's starting in center field,
right?
Who's batting 250, right? With 20 home runs.
Right.
So these are the things, again, Cashman did a great job with those things.
Yeah.
And we're not owing Soto for the next 100 years, like the Mets going to owe him. And it's going to be like
15 years, I think. 15.
I feel like 100 though, right? What's that guy, Bobby? What?
Yeah.
Bonilla.
Still getting paid by the Mets.
That's going to be Juan Soto. They're going to defer all that money.
Yeah.
There's no way they can pay that guy 15 years from now, and he's going to be in his 40s, and you're paying him that kind of money. Good luck.
And neither one of them made the All-Star team this year, Bellinger nor Soto. But the Yankees do have 4 players that made the All-Star team. Lombardi, you happy with the selections this year?
Well, all right. So we're not even talk about Aaron Judge because he's not
automatic.
He's not even human right now.
Yeah.
Like not even human.
And neither is Fried on the mound.
Well, I'm getting there right now. So when you talk about the four Yankees, obviously Judge, Chisholm, Fried, and Rodon are the 4 Yankee All-Stars, and congratulations to all of them. I think the 2 that are even not even worth talking about is Aaron Judge and Max Fried. Like Judge could be the MVP literally, and Fried could potentially be the Cy Young. So there's nothing really to talk about that.
Not only MVP though with Judge, sorry to interrupt you, but not only MVP, but he has triple crown stats right now.
Right.
Average, home runs, and RBIs. The guy is
not human.
Yeah, exactly.
And the fastest guy to 350 home runs. Not to even mention that. I mean, he's just unbelievable. Anyways, he's unbelievable. So,
a generational hitter, they would say.
Unreal. So Judge and Fried off the charts. Rodon, I can see why he was an all-star. He really, really, and I was just talked about it. He really stepped up, and he really became a legit number 2, somebody that we really needed to step in to that role. Seeing that when Garrett Cole and who else, Gill, Schmidt went down, we really needed Rodon to be that guy. And you know what? He is that guy, and he loves playing in New York, and he's embraced it. And I'm really proud. I love the guy. He's a guy that you want to cheer for. He's a guy that you want to get behind. I love the guy. So hats off to him.
Yeah, Rodon's stats right now is 10-6 with a 3.08 ERA. He's got 135 strikeouts. His last game pitched against the Cubs right before the All-Star break. He went 8 innings, only allowed 4 hits, and he had 1 walk.
Yeah. Awesome. And the Cubs are no slouch. The Cubs are no slouch. The Cubs are a good team.
Yeah.
So hats off to him.
Cubs had the best offense in baseball. If you look at the stats, I watched all 3 games. Unfortunately, we lost 2 out of 3.
2 out of 3, yeah.
But they talk about the Cubs had the most high-powered offense, and he shut them down for 8 innings. Awesome.
Right.
Yeah, and look, if anybody's questioning Rodon's selection, that's a great way to make your point there at the right before the break, the All-Star break.
So the guy that I have a question with, and maybe you two can help me out with this, is that Jazz Chisholm. Can somebody tell me how he made the All-Star game or team? Sorry. How did Jazz make the listen, I love the kid. I think he's fun to watch. He's animated. He loves to be a Yankee. He's the team player. He's great in the clubhouse. All those things. But can somebody please tell me how he made the All-Star team?
I don't know if you know this, Joe, but how you get nominated to the All-Star is by
the fans.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So second,
Popularity contest then.
he was on a slump before he got hurt. He was out for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
When he came back, he's been on a tear. But overall, he's been hitting 250 with 17 home runs and 43 RBIs. That's not bad for your second baseman.
Whoa, pause, stop. I didn't say that was bad, but that's not all-star numbers.
I mean,
and we're picking the entire first half of the season, not just the last 10, 15 games going into the season, right?
He stinks. I didn't say he stinks. He's doing all right. He's hitting 250 and whatever other stats that JP just pulled out, but all-star material?
He's been an all-star the last week or two. I mean, but he's played like an all-star the last week and a half, maybe 2 weeks, but I don't know about the overall first half of the season.
You think he deserves it? I mean, besides the popularity vote.
All right, I'll ask you the question. Who's a better second baseman in the AL besides him? Name one.
I don't know. I'd have to go through the stats and see who.
No, you got to name one. If you can't name one, then I mean...
Rafaela.
He plays center field. Relax.
He's playing everywhere. He was playing second base the other night.
Oh my God! I want to puke. Tell me his stats. What is his stats? He's batting with 217 or something.
Really good. Those are his stats. Really good.
Well, I know he's on a team that just won 10 straight games.
He hit a walk-off, too. I
Be careful what you type in there.
That Devers trade, I guess, didn't turn out so bad right now, has it? It's still early, but so far so good. Anyway.
No, I don't know. I don't know who deserves to be there, but I'm just saying.
He's having a good year. He's batting 271, 14 home runs, and 48 RBIs. He's doing all right.
Like I said, very good.
He's doing better than Jazz.
Can't give you numbers, but I know he's playing
not a
well.
second baseman, Scott. He's a center fielder. Who made it for center field for the AL? Do you know who it is? I know who it is.
I don't.
Javier Baez.
Oh, Baez, yeah.
Guy was a ghost. Nobody knew where he
was.
Was.
Mariners now? Is that
Detroit Tigers?
Tigers,
Easy.
yeah. And they got
Easy there,
six.
Tiger.
They led with 6 selections,
wait,
I believe.
Wait, thank you. Sorry to interrupt. It just came to me.
Go.
Gleyber Torres.
Do me a favor.
Yeah, Gleyber.
Check Gleyber Torres, and that would be my. Now I'm happy he's not a Yankee. He's a lot of problems, whatever. But I guarantee you that he's got better numbers than Jazz.
Do I get the assists for that?
Yes, I was. No, you interrupted.
He's got better numbers, but he plays center field.
Jazz
right?
plays
you're talking
second
about
base. Yeah, Jazz plays second base. So his average is the only thing that's better. He's batting at 281, but he's only at 9 home runs and 45 RBIs. Jazz is batting 250, but with 17 home runs and 45.
All right.
So,
but that's my point. It's up in the air. It's, you know what I mean? Like Jazz or Gleyber or whoever.
It is the annual MLB All-Star Game.
Yeah.
All right.
And you can't name the Red Sox second baseman.
Well, shortly after.
Can you name it?
What's Trevor Story playing second base?
Shortstop, buddy.
Shortstop?
Wow.
Yeah.
JP's on Scotty's case today.
I'm telling you, I don't get Nesson. I don't watch any of the Red Sox games
Kristen
really on a
Campbell.
regular
It's not
basis.
like you're on a sports talk podcast.
I might look it up.
We're talking about the Yankees, aren't we?
Isn't it Kristen Campbell?
The young kid, the prospect. Did he play second base?
Yes.
They have they're moving a lot of people around in the infield, I think.
You have to with that lineup. Jesus.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. So not long after the All-Star game, we have a trade deadline coming up, quickly approaching. Do the Yankees need to make a move, JP? What do you consider their 3 biggest needs right now?
All right. I kind of want to hear your thoughts too on it. So I'm going to say mine, but I want to hear yours right after mine.
Well, thank you.
So, it
is partly your show too.
Yeah, partly
No,
I get to talk here too, but thank you.
Please let me finish. I want them in order. I want in order, most important to least important.
Why are you calling the shots right now? I'll tell you how I mean.
Is my name not on the show too? All right. So the first thing I think we need right now is bullpen help. So bullpen's number 1 for me. I think third base is number 2. We need a third baseman, and then number 3 is starting pitching. What is your order?
It's funny because I have those 3 areas that.
So we agree. We agree
yes.
in the same areas.
We agree on the same areas. I do think that. So I'm torn. I'm torn right now. I'm torn between starting pitching and bullpen.
Give me your 3.
I know. I'm trying to figure this out. I honestly think that I'd like to see more help in the starting pitching rotation right now because I feel like that's so sensitive in the Major League Baseball. Like somebody can go down. Look at our starting pitchers. I mean, we went from preseason to having the best rotation in baseball to, man, we're just trying to put things together and figure it out. So as much as I'd like help in the bullpen, I think starting pitching would be my number one choice. I think number two is obviously bullpen because I'm fighting with myself with regards to starting pitching and bullpen. And I also do believe there is no doubt we need a third baseman bad.
Yeah, I mean, all right, this is the thing, right? I think that starting rotation is definitely a spot, but that's why it's third on my list is because our starters like Will Warren stepped up. This kid Cam we brought up the other day, he's a rookie. He's pitching 100 miles per hour. The only Yankee to pitch 100 miles per hour this year is him. And you got Marcus Stroman throw some quality innings the other day. He sucks, but he throws quality innings. But then you got Max Fried and Rodon. So I think like Will Warren is a 3. Then you have a couple of makeshift guys. Ryan Yarborough's going to come back. I think starting rotation is okay, but when you get late in the games, because now starting pitchers don't go with 9 innings anymore. They only go 5. Bullpen's more valuable to me right now than a starting pitcher. In Devin Williams and Luke Weaver, both of our guys suck. They have not solidified that closer role. They've been off.
You told me Devin Williams would be fine. You told me that.
They both suck.
You told me that.
You told me Luke Williams or Luke Weaver is the guy.
No, don't back out. When we got Devin Williams, and you were like, "Oh, don't worry."
The guy throws an unbelievable screwball and a changeup.
He'll be fine. Relax.
Okay, listen.
Pull the tape. Relax. He'll be fine.
Oh my God. All I'm saying is that Loizaga came back from injury. Awful. Tim Hill. Awful. All the guys in our bullpen, Ian Hamilton. Awful. Everybody cannot pitch. They all became Clay Holmes of last year. I don't know what happened. We can't pitch in late in games. So from the 6th inning to the 9th inning, we are a complete mess. The only time we did well is when Rodon made 8 innings and he pitched an 8-inning shutout.
But you know what? Do you feel right now in this awful slump we are in with the Yankees? I watch the Yankees religiously, obviously every night, and I feel like we find a way. It's not just the bullpen, in my opinion. I feel like we're finding a new way to lose every night.
Seriously,
it's not just. Yes, you are right. I agree with you. The bullpen sucks. Okay, you heard from me. They suck. I get it, and I was torn to figure out who we need at first. But it's more than that, and that's one of my concerns is it's the play in the field, it's the errors on the, it's the distractions on the base paths, it's the mental mistakes. I just feel like we're figuring out a way to lose in a different way every night.
I agree, and after the All-Star break, I know they kept Luis Gil out until after the All-Star break with his injury from last year. So hopefully he's going to be our third starter going forward. So it'll be Fried, Rodon, it's actually Hill, right? Not Gale, but Hill, Will Warren, and then they have Marcus Stroman as the 5th starter. I mean, that's not horrible. I think bullpen-wise, like Fernando Cruz is out on an injury. We have our season's been plagued with injuries, just plagues. But they got to make a move. They got to do something because if we don't make a move at the All-Star break, who knows, Scotty P, close your ears. Maybe the Red Sox do give us a run for our money and they take second place, or they can take the division. 10 games before the All-Star break, that's pretty good. And I was betting people, and I have some bets out there, that the Red Sox won't make the playoffs this year. I'm like a little shaky right now about they could.
Right?
They could. Can you imagine a Red Sox Yankees wild card game? How gross would that be? That'd be gross. The best out of 3 series, New York Yankees versus Boston Red Sox in a wild card game.
Ooh, yeah.
And at this trajectory, how the Yankees are playing, the Red Sox could have home field in that freaking series. Ugh, puke. I want to puke.
Can we talk about something else?
And JP, for the record, the last game before the All-Star break for the Red Sox, who played second base? It was Meyer, the other rookie prospect.
Because Bregman's back, right?
And Bregman is back.
That's why.
He's back.
That's why.
Playing.
Yeah. That's why.
Yeah. So they moved Meyer over. The game before that, though, Rafaela played second.
Oh my God, he plays everywhere. He's a utility guy. He's whatever. He's a center fielder. It's Duran. It's Rafaela.
Yeah.
Who's right fielder? Abreu.
Yeah, Willier. Yeah.
Yeah. I know your outfield. You don't even. Okay, I confirm with you.
Roman Anthony, the other prospect,
He's hitting well too.
playing right at times.
He's playing really well.
and
though.
Willier, play left. They play Durant sometimes play center. Sometimes they move everybody around so many different from game to game.
Is Devers playing third?
Yeah, for the Giants or wherever they tell him to play, he'll play in San Francisco.
Not
third.
necessarily. He's very bitter there, and he refuses to play first base there as well.
Yeah.
So,
All right. Let's
All
do
right. Well, we move on. It is time now for the gavel of justice. As I mentioned before, this is the reappearance of the gavel. We brought this back. We brought this for the first time last episode. We are giving you, these are Scotty's shout outs, and I am giving you topics from anywhere around the sports world, and you can either comment or not comment. You have no idea what they are going to be. You have not seen or heard of these before. And then when it's time to move on, and I either determine I've heard enough or you have nothing to say, we will move on.
I like it.
We're going to give it another shot.
Yeah.
Here we go. It's time for Scotty P's shout outs. First one, Travis Kelce, Kansas City Chiefs tight end, played in a celebrity golf tournament in Lake Tahoe with his brother Jason recently, and he hit a spectator in the neck with one of his errant golf shots. The fan reportedly suffered no serious injuries and was able to laugh at the incident, and for his troubles, reportedly received a photograph and an autograph. A photo with Kelce.
Taylor
and
Swift?
an
Or?
autograph. And Taylor was nowhere to be seen.
Oh, okay.
That
I
was
just
my
wondering.
question. That was my question. Is it Taylor Swift autograph?
Yeah.
That's
Did
the
he
first
get a
question
picture
we
with
have.
Taylor?
Were they filming Happy Gilmore 2 in that set? Or it's such a Happy Gilmore kind of thing.
So I can I comment first on this? Or no?
Okay.
All right. So here's the thing. I'm really getting tired of the Kelce brothers. I'm bored. I'm bored. It's
So you're not listening to their podcast.
no.
Yeah, let's just be clear on that.
No, I don't know. Like
It's a great podcast.
really?
It's a great podcast.
They are funny.
They are great.
Yeah,
But if you're going to listen to a podcast, I mean,
Lombardi
I
and
know which
JP
one I
Talk
would-
Sports.
thank you.
No, I'm just listen. They do nothing for me, the Kelce brothers. At this point in time, it's more of the divas of the NFL. I don't know. I don't really care.
How many more tournaments before they ban Travis Kelce from playing, before he hurts another individual?
Oh, come on, man.
All right, moving on. Asia Wilson became the fastest woman in WNBA history to reach 5,000 points as the Las Vegas Aces beat the Connecticut Sun on June 25th.
Very cool.
Congratulations.
And still a fairly young league, but nonetheless, a very
Great shout out,
impressive
Scotty. Great shout
milestone.
out. Yeah.
All right. 8 top 10 seeds lose in the opening round of Wimbledon this year, summer 2025. Now, that is the most in the modern era since 1968, including on the women's side, number 2 seed and French Open champ Coco Gauff, American Coco Gauff, resulted in an 8 seed versus a 13 seed in the women's final. The 8 seed Iga Swiatek winning her first Wimbledon title by sweeping her opponent 6-0, 6-0, double bagels.
I stopped listening to that shout out at about 3.5 seconds into it.
The coolest part of that shout out was Coco Golf. That's the best part.
Really? I didn't even. I didn't
the
even hit
name
that.
is cool.
3.5 seconds. I ignored it.
Yeah. Next.
And no need to even go to the 1 and 2 seed final on the men's side. That's a wrap. Aaron Judge, not only the fastest player to reach 350 homers in MLB history, he is also the first player in MLB history to hit 33 or more homers before the All-Star break in 3 different seasons. Did it in 2022, 24, and now in 25. Only 2 players have done it twice. You want to take a guess on who those other players were?
Mark McGuire.
Very good.
Thank you.
Barry
That's
Bonds.
one. It's not Bonds.
No.
It's the other.
No,
Sammy Sosa.
it's
No.
no. Sammy Sosa's not even on the league. It's going to be.
Roger Maris.
Nope.
No.
More recent.
It's
It's in that same
Listen, let me think. I know this.
generation and era,
Oh my god!
but
it's
not
gonna come
linked
to
with
me.
steroids.
Not linked with steroids.
Not linked with steroids,
It's
but he was
Mark
in that same
McGuire
era.
and
West Coast.
God, it's gonna kill me. now.
Northwest team.
Jose Canseco. I'm just kidding.
I know.
Little further
Alex
north.
Rodriguez.
No. Seattle Mariners.
King Griffey.
Ken Griffey Jr.
Come on,
Did
King
it-
Griffey.
Did it in 94 and 98, hitting 33 and 35, respectively.
I missed that guy.
Yeah.
No, I don't like him.
The kid.
I don't like him.
He was awesome.
No, he's a Yankee hater.
You're nuts.
I don't like him.
Moving on, 3 days before the All-Star game, Minnesota Twin All-Star Byron Buxton hit for the cycle on his bobblehead day. It was his bobblehead day at Target Field. He did it by hitting a home run to straightaway center in his last at-bat. That's what he needed to hit the cycle. He's the first Twin to hit for the cycle at Target Field, which opened in 2010.
Congrats, Buxton. Congrats.
Let's see what he does in the All-Star game.
What do you think?
I don't care.
It's the cycle, man.
Yeah,
It's the
mean,
cycle.
How about a congratulations at least?
Congrats, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't care.
It is an impressive feat. I mean, speaking of hitting for the cycle, did you know it has only happened once in MLB postseason history? It is such a rare feat. In 2018. We know what happened in 2018, don't we?
No.
No, you forgot.
sport-
You erased that from your memories.
Absolutely.
What sport are we talking about?
The Red Sox. Brock Holt did it against the Yankees
Who?
in the ALDS.
Who?
2018
What-
World Series champs.
Oh, he's a stud.
Brock Holt.
What does he play? Second base?
He was a utility player. He was
Very
a
good.
utility player.
Very good. All right. What do you see? One more, maybe? What do we see? No, we'll wrap it up with that. All right. It is time for our final thoughts. The Lombardi and JP Talk Sports podcast is powered by Lee Creative Media, LLC. Ready to make your brand unforgettable? At Lee Creative Media, LLC, we create scroll-stopping content, stunning photography, high-impact video, and bold social media that gets results. Lee Creative Media, where your story gets seen. Lombardi, we'll start with you, leading us off with your final thought.
All right, Scotty P, here it is. I got to focus on my New York Yankees right now, and I'm going to read you a quote. I'm never comfortable. As the general manager of the New York Yankees, I was taught by George Steinbrenner years ago to never be comfortable. That's what Brian Cashman had to say when he was asked if he was confident with the Yankees' internal third base options. And the reason I bring that up, folks, is this. I know we have had a horrible slide coming into the All-Star break, but rest assured that the New York Yankees will go out and they will make moves. This is not done here. We're not going to allow this to continue. Brian Cashman and the front office are determined, and I guarantee, you heard it here, I guarantee they're going to go out and make some moves and make us proud Yankee fans. So let's go Yankees, and let's hope for a better second half.
JP, your final thought.
Yeah, so mine is going to be on Jerry Jones and the general manager of the Dallas Cowboys. And it goes back down to Parsons not being signed yet. We've seen this now 3 seasons in a row with CeeDee Lamb, with Dak Prescott, and now Parsons. 3 exceptional talents that we wait to the last minute and we pay more. Why do we pay more? Because Jerry Jones has said it out loud. I'd rather evaluate it and pay a little more in the end than pay up front and not get the deal right. Well, here we are again. We have a once-in-a-lifetime talent with Parsons on our team, and he's not signed yet. And I'm going to predict it. We talked about it earlier, is that we're going to predict that he won't be signed until week 1. Before the kickoff, an hour before the kickoff, you'll say, Parsons signs an extension to the Dallas Cowboys for a lot more money than he had to sign if Watt goes before him. I think Watt's going to sign with the Steelers before the Cowboys, and this is just another bonehead move that Jerry Jones says he knows how to work the salary cap for the NFL, but I don't think he does. And we're gonna lose out again, overpay, and we're gonna be stuck with these 3 guys on these huge contracts, and it's gonna hurt us in the future. So, Jerry Jones, please get this guy signed right away.
All right, that brings us to the conclusion of another beautiful episode here on the Lombardi and JP Talk Sports podcast. If you like what you heard, please contribute to the conversation. Make comments down below. Let's keep the conversation going. If you like what you hear, subscribe. Come back. Check us out again over and over. We're here. It's the Midsummer Classic. It's the heat of the summer. Try to stay cool. And just remember, football season is right around the corner, and there's a fantasy football league coming to the Lombardi and JP Talk Sports podcast.
I can't wait. I cannot wait. And we are on every single, where you can hear a podcast.
Every platform.
Every single platform you can get. We're on there. So if you want to drive into work one day, listen to us. throw us on. We're on all audio formats.
Awesome.
So make sure we all know that, okay?
And that's the final word. Peace out.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening.